हेलो फ्रेंड, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको फ्रांसिस बेकन के शॉर्ट आंसर के बारे में बताएंगे। क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट, राइट ए नोट ऑन बेकन्स पॉलिटिकल थॉट्स। आंसर, इन several of his essays Bacon has given practical advice to the kings and troubles of empire, of council, of seemingwise, of ambition, of followers, of friendship and of faction. In the essay of ambition, Bacon advises kings and princes how to deal with ambitious person in the state. In the essay, Bacon advises king not to side with any particular faction or party in the state. They should not allow any faction to grow so strong as to become dangerous for the state. The relation in which judge ought to stand to their king is discussed in the essay of judicature. The essay of counsel, he advises the prince about consulting their advisers. In the essay of empire, Bacon lays down rules for the guidance of kings. He tells them how to deal with their neighbors, their second nobles or gentlemen, their merchant, their commons and their men of war, for far from all these arise danger if care be not used. Likewise, in his essay of sedition and troubles in the state, Bacon examines the causes of troubles and suggests methods whereby kings can successfully present their prize. Question second, discuss the Machiavellian attitude of Bacon. Answer, almost half of the essay of Bacon are written to give wise counsel to the king on various aspects of statecraft. His political views bear comparison to those of Machiavelli. Like Machiavelli, he thinks that the common code of morality does not apply to the king. In many essays, he advises the king to rule by craft and cunning. They ought to be selfish and self-centered, but not the common people, who should recognize the claim of the state and society on the individual. It is the duty of the judge and the minister to placate the wishes of the king. Question third, throw light on Bacon's character as revealed in his essays. Answer, it is a fact that the literature of a great man is the expression of his character and personality. Bacon's essays hold a key to his character and personality. Pope, in his famous estimate of Bacon's character, says that he was wisest, brightest and meanest. He was the wisest because he had massive intellectual powers. He was brightest because he rose to the highest office in the land, and he was the meanest because he sacrificed quite often the highest principles of life to fulfill his self-interest. There is a lot of truth in Pope's epigrammatic characterization of Bacon. There is indeed a disparity between Bacon's intellect and character. Intellectually, he is genius, the wisest and brightest of intellect combined with object humanity. Bacon was a Machiavellian is so far as his moral values and his percept for practical success in life are concerned. Success first, moral next. This was Bacon's philosophy of life. Black calls his essays good advice for Satan's kingdom. He calls marriage a necessary evil and wife a desirable calamity and children hostages to fortune. He seems to be a spoilt genius. Next question is, discuss Bacon as the father of modern English prose. Answer, Bacon's fame as a writer rests on surer basis, and he might be styled the father of modern English prose, it is true that there are other prose works of his predecessors or contemporaries which are still current. Of English prose was wider and deeper than that of any writer of Elizabethan period. He has left us not only political romances, philosophical treatises, histories, and the state papers, all of them admirable in then king, but what is moral important, he has shown how the English language is an instrument of varied powers that in the hands of an adept can be turned to any key and interpret every phase, thought and feeling. Like Dante, Bacon can boast that language is his servant, not his master like Macaulay. His first aim is to be understood. The marvel is that Bacon was only half conscious of his attainment, or at least regarded his success as a writer of English prose as a transcendent and secondary title to fame. He is also called the father of English essay. It was by his essay that Bacon proved himself a great writer of English prose and of his own language. Question 5th. Write a note on wisdom in the essay of Bacon. Answer. Bacon's essays are full of worldly wisdom. They are called compendium of percepts. His essays are the outcome of experiences of a shrewd and exceptionally wise man of the world. People in general seek practical guidance in day-to-day life. They are all interested in making a success of their lives in this material world rather than in the good of the soul in some imaginary world to come. Hence it is that literature which aims at absolute moral edification leaves them cold. The advice to be truthful has nothing new, but a reader is started to find Bacon advising him to mix truth with a grain of falsehood. This antithesis of the practical and the ideal in a peculiar feature of Bacon's essay, and it has been appreciated, loved and enjoyed by all his readers. His essays are full of many expressions and quotable remarks which are packed with wisdom as follows. First, revenge is a kind of wild justice. Second, a man that studieth revenge keeps his own wounds green. Third, some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Fourth, histories make man wise, poets witty, and mathematics subtle, moral grave, etc. In fact, Bacon's essays are full of practical wisdom. Next, question 6. Write a note on essays. Bacon's essays of marriage and single life. Answer. Of marriage and single life deals with a popular subject. Marriage is an important institution in social life. Here, in this essay, he presents all the pros and cons of married and single life. Bacon considered unmarried persons superior to married person. The unmarried person are best friends, best servant, best priest, and best masters, but they are not good citizens, good subordinates, and responsible ones. The unmarried man has more and more time for social work, but in the case of judge and magistrate, married ones are more successful. A married one has wife and children. He has to look after them, so he has to form his limits in all respects. He cannot afford to take risk. It is observed that married ones are more disciplined and responsible. They are not impulsive and do not take decision rashly. They are soft and feeling because their feelings have not been mellowed. and humanized by the company of wife and children. Bacon means to say that married persons are more kind and sympathetic. Question 7th. Write a note on of Great Place. Answer. The essay of Great Place reveals Bacon's practical ideas about places in life. His analysis of problems is through accurate and persuasive. He says that people occupying position of power and authority are thrice servant of the monarch or the country of reputation of work. Such persons do not have any freedom either in their work or in their private life. The tenure of the office is uncertain, uneasy, and dangerous. Such persons never know their shortcomings because they are always surrounded by flatterers and self-seekers. Men in great places are strangers to themselves. They do not have any time to pay attention to the health of their body and mind. So a person holding high position should employ his power in doing good to others. Such a man will get peace of God. He should examine himself strictly on the basis of the best example of his good work. He should avoid controversy and should treat his subordinate well. Guide them on important issues and welcome them who bring information for his help. Such persons should avoid 4 types of faults. They are evils of delay, corruption, rudeness, and of being influenced. He should also be generous to his predecessor and successor also. In his personal life, he should be unassuming but should execute his duties consciously. Next question 8 है, डिस्कस बेकन essay on friendship. Answer. According to Spedding, the biographer of Bacon, this essay was written on the request of Bacon's friend Toby Matthew to commemorate intimacy. Bacon says that friendless person is said to be either a beast or a god. He is as lonely as the crowd as he is in a desert. The advantage of friendship is to relieve the heart from the burden of friendship. Friendship is like a medicine to the problem. Even kings have given great importance to friendship. It has double blessing. It redoubles joy and reduces grief to half. If a man shares his joy with his friend, he increases his pleasure. If he shares his grief, he suffers less. Thus, friendship works as a medicine upon man's mind. The union of two hearts increases joy. The grief is heightened. Violent impressions are calmed down. The sincere advice of a friend is useful in business also. Lastly, friendship is an aid in all action and occasions. There are many things which a man cannot do himself, and in this a friend is quite helpful. A true friend is another self of a person. A friend can speak to his friend in any capacity. He can complete and perfect the action of his friend. A wise friend helps to clear the understanding by giving shape and form to argue thoughts. Next question 9. Write a note on the essay of ambition. Answer. The essay of ambition reveals Bacon's utilitarian and Machiavellian bent of mind. Bacon says that ambitious persons become dangerous when their wishes are thwarted. Such persons should not be employed except on the ground of urgency or necessity at the call of public service or in the public interest. An ambitious person may be troublesome if he is prevented from pursuing his aim. He will prove to be harmful to others, so much person should be handled carefully. The King should not employ such men as it is very difficult to handle them. There are certain circumstances when ambitious person can be used as a cover. Then when the king wants to undertake some unpopular task, but even then they should be kept under check. For this person from low families are better, ambitious men should be countered by favorites. This can be done by putting equally ambitious men in rival position. Ambition is of various types. People try to be ambitious for several reasons. Such a person wants to reduce everyone else to insignificance. This kind of ambition will cause great harm to the kingdom and to the society. The essay thus provides Bacon's deep and profound knowledge of human nature and state affairs. Thanks, best of luck.